Hello students of class 9th. See, this is your textbook poems and short stories. Your story number 3rd, A Horse and Two Goats. Let's continue. See, story number 3rd, A Horse and Two Goats, written by R.K. Narayan. Now the story is continue. See here a conversation between Muni and American man will continue here on page number 63. Amidst all this wilderness of obscure sound, Muni caught the word coffee and said, "If you want to drink coffee, drive further up in the next town and they have Friday market and there they open coffee to order." So I learned from passerby. The foreigner said, "I repeat, I am not a millionaire. Ours is a modest business. After all, we can't afford to buy more than 60 minutes of TV time in a month, which works out to 2 minutes a day. That's all. Although in the course of time we will maybe sponsor a 1 hour show regularly if our sales graphs continues to go up." Then the visitor, feeling that he had spent too much time already said, "Tell me, will you accept 100 rupees or not for the horse?" I did. I'd love to take the whiskered soldier also, but no pays for him this year. I will have to cancel my air ticket and take a boat home. I suppose Ruth can go by air if she likes, but I will go with the horse and keep him in my cabin all the way if necessary. And he smiled at the picture of himself voyaging across the sea, hanging this horse. He added, I will have to pad it with straw so that it doesn't break. I have my station's wagon, as you see. I can push the sheet back and take the horse if you will just lend me a hand with it. Lend me a hand and I can lift off the horse from its pedestal after pecking out the cement of the joints. We can do anything if we have a basis of understanding. At this state, the mutual mystification was complete and there was no need even to carry on a guessing game at the meaning of words. The old man chattered away in a spirit of balancing of the credits and debits of conversational exchange, and said, in order to be on the credit side, "Oh, honorable one, I hope God has blessed you with numerous progeny. I say this because you seem to be a good man, willing to stay beside an old man and talk to him, while all day I have none to talk to except when somebody stops by to ask for a piece of tobacco. But I seldom have it. Tobacco is not what it used to at It used to be at one time. And I have given up chewing. I cannot afford it nowadays. Nothing the others' interest in his speech. Muni felt encouraged to ask, how many children have you? With appropriate gesture with his hand. Realizing that a question was being asked, the red man replied, I said 100, which encouraged Muni to go in details. How many of your children are boys and how many girls? Where are they? Is your daughter married? Is it difficult to find a son in law in your country also? In answer to these questions, the red man dashed his hand into his pocket and brought forth his wallet in order to take immediate advantage of the bearish trend in the market. He flourished 100 rupees currency note and said, well, this is what I meant. The old man now realized that some financial element was entering their talk. He peered closely at the currency note, the like of which he had never seen in his life. He knew the 5 and 10 by their colors, although always in other people's hands. While his own earning at any time he was in coppers and nickels. What was this man flourishing the note for? Perhaps asking for change? He laughed to himself at the notion of anyone coming to him for changing 1,000 or 10,000 rupee note. He said with a grin, ask our village headman, who is also a money lender. He can change even a lakh of rupees in gold citizens if you prefer it that way. He thinks nobody knows but take the floor of his puja room and your head will reel at the sight of the horde. The man disguises himself in race just to mislead the public. Talk to the headsman yourself, because he goes mad at the sight of me. Someone took away his pumpkins with the creeper, and he, for some reason, thinks it was me and my goats. That's why I never let my goats be seen anywhere near the farms. His eyes traveled to his goats, nosing about, tempting to wrest nutrition from minute greenery, peeping out of rock and dry earth. The foreigner followed his look and decided that it would be a sound policy to show an interest in the old man's pets. He went up casually to them and stroked their backs with every show of the courteous attention. Now, the truth dawned on the old man. His dream of a lifetime was about to be realized. He understood that the red man was actually making an offer for the goats. He had reared them up in hope of selling them someday, and with the capital opening a small shop on this very spot. Sitting here, watching towards the hills, he had often dreamt how he would put up a thatched roof here and spread a canny sack out on the ground and display on it fried nuts, colored sweets, and green coconuts for the thirsty and famished way, famished wayfarers on the highway, which was sometimes very busy. The animals were not prize ones for a cattle show, but he had spent his occasional savings to provide them some fancy diet now and then, and they did not look too bad. While he was reflecting thus, the red man shook his hand and left on his palm 100 rupees in tens now. Suddenly realizing that this was what the old man was asking. It is all for you, or you may share it if you have a partner. The old man pointed at the station wagon and asked, "Are you carrying them off in that?" "Yes, of course," said the other, understanding the transportation part of it. The old man said, "This will be their first ride in a motor car. Carry them off after I get out of sight. Otherwise, they will never follow you. But only me, even if I am traveling on the path of Yamalu." He laughed at his own joke, brought his palms together in a salute, turned round, and went off, and was soon out of sight beyond the clump of thicket. Okay, student. Now I want to stop it here, and this will be continued very soon. Okay, very soon you will find in the next video.